This time, it can be different. It has to.
As the scenes unfold, Leon's voice actor delivers his line with a sense of depth and emotion that is truly captivating. You can hear the pain and anguish in his voice as he recounts his memories, which immediately draws you in. As he continues to speak, you can feel the weight of his word hanging heavily in the air. The tempo of his voice is rich and full, with a gravitas that is almost palpable. You can sense the turmoil and conflict within him as he struggles to come to terms with his past, and his vulnerability is both raw and compelling. Despite the intensity of his emotion, Leon's voice never wavers or breaks. His delivery is measured and controlled, yet it still manages to convey a profound sense of vulnerability and pain. The nuance of his performance is breathtaking, and you can't help but fall drawn into his work. As the scene draws to a close, Leon's voice actor delivers one final line with such power and conviction.
What happened that night? The pain, even for a second. This time, it can be different.
That it sends shivers down your spine, and you know that you will never forget this moment. One of the standout features of the cutscene is the way in which Capcom has modified the original story, focusing on Leon's individual experience prior to the event of the game. This change adds a new layer of depth and emotion to the game, as players are able to connect more deeply with Leon and his journey. As Leon approaches the hunter's house, players are immediately struck by how different it feels from the original game. From the first encounter with the first ganado to Leon's bad Spanish. But despite the cringe-worthy dialogue, there is a sense of familiarity and nostalgia that comes with hearing Leon stumble his way through basic phrases.
Sorry to barge in like this. Busco a un policía. Vino aquí?
To his furious defense against the attacking villager. Every moment feels fresh and new. However, it's not just Leon's language skills that feel fresh and new. One of the standout features is the way in which the house is expanded, with more chambers and a basement that players can explore. This not only adds to the overall sense of terror and uncertainty, but also makes the house feel more like a living space. As Leon makes his way through the house, players will also notice short conversation with Hannigan, a character whose model design truly remarkable. Every detail from her facial features to her clothing and speech has been meticulously crafted. And of course, no discussion will be complete without mentioning Leon's iconic jump out of the window, which is just thrilling and heart-pumping as it was in the original game. All of these details come together to create an experience that is both exciting and emotionally engaging, drawing players into the world of terror and survival that feels more immersive than ever before. The recreation of the village in Resident Evil 4 is nothing short of breathtaking. From the moment you step into familiar surroundings, you are immediately struck by the incredible attention to details that Capcom had poured into every scenery within the game. The textures and lighting are stunning, with every surface and object amazingly crafted to bring the village life in a way that feels both familiar and new. As you move throughout the streets, you can almost feel the weight of Leon's footsteps on the cobblestones and the eerie silence that hangs in the air. But it's not just the visuals that make the village recreation so impressive. The soundscape is equally immersive, with subtle ambient noises like creaking doors and rustling foliage adding to the overall sense of unease and tension. And of course, there are the villagers themselves, grotesque, mutated creatures that lurk into the shadows, waiting to pounce on an unsuspected players. The sheer of terror on facing these monsters is palpable, and the adrenaline rush that comes with fighting for survival is like nothing else. As soon as the player steps into the village, they are greeted with a heart-pumping rush as the villagers charge toward them, brandishing their weapons with deadly intent. Of course, after they blow up your cover if you use a stealth approach, which is a new addition to the remake. The player must think quickly and react even faster to avoid death sentence by those angry locals. And speaking of reacting quickly, the gun handling in the game is simply top-notch. It is as if the player is channeling their inner John Wick as they take down wave after wave of enemies with pinpoint accuracy. But don't be fooled into thinking that guns are the only way to take down the enemies. The game offers a variety of mechanics that allows players to employ both stealth and bombastic approaches to achieve their objectives. One particular memorable scene is the fighting with a chainsaw wielding the famous Dr. Salvador. The sense of dread that washes over the players as they hear the revving of the chainsaw is uncomfortable. And the fight itself is a brutal and visceral experience that leaves the players on the edge of their seat. Dr. Salvador can mutilate and kill his allies as he rampages his way trying to kill Leon. It's an amazing addition to the remake, and how his different encounter feels from the original. It is a testament to the skillful and masterful game design that went into creating the remake version. As a player approaches the bell tower, they can hear the frenzied cries of the Ganado as they fight tooth and nail to protect their territory. But as soon as the bell rings, everything changes. The Ganado suddenly stop in their tracks. Their movements become slow and deliberate as they begin to mumble the Spanish familiar lines from the original.
Él los invoca. Tenemos que servir. Al Lord Sadler Todopoderoso.
The impact of this moment is only heightened when the Ganado appropriately leave and the tower door is closed, leaving Leon alone in a tense and an uncertain environment. It's at this moment that Leon quips his iconic line,
Where's everyone going? Bingo?
which serves as a brief moment of humor amidst the tension of the affair. Additionally, the way in which Leon delivers the iconic bingo line is slightly different in the remake. In the original, Leon quips the line as the enemies are still present, which can feel a bit out of place and distracted from the tension of the moment. However, in the remake, Leon delivers the line after the Ganado have left and door is closed, which serves to break the tension and provide a moment of levity amidst the fear and uncertainty. Overall, these changes may seem small, but they serve to enhance the impact of the scene and make it more memorable and impactful for the players. It is a testament to the skillful and masterful game design that went into creating this remake version, and is sure to leave a lasting impression on anyone who plays it. Overall, it's hard to imagine this game not receiving a perfect score in gaming review platforms. The attention to details, the immersive gameplay mechanic, and the sheer adrenaline rush of each encounter all combine to make this a true contender for Game of the Year. With its thrilling action, bone-chilling horror, and masterful game design, the attention to details and the improvement made to the original game are sure to make this version even more impactful and memorable than the original. And as a player, I can say with confidence that Resident Evil 4 Remake is going to be a gaming masterpiece that will be talked about for years to come. Make sure to like and subscribe to this video to stay up to date on all the latest news and updates on Resident Evil 4 Remake. Together, let's celebrate the returns of one of the greatest games in the history, and experience the terror and excitement over again.
We'll beat this. Together.
Thanks.
Then come, Sancho Panza. Let us rescue the Princess Dulcinea.
You gotta hurt yourself.
Hmm.